Hey guys, I wanted to share with you something that my team and I over here work on diligently, and one of the things that we feel is very important to work on when it comes to credit repair or credit enhancement. All right, and that's the power of removing late payments. And I'm going to show you exactly what we do and how much it can impact your credit score. Okay, so one of my clients from last year, who's given me permission to show his information over here, just his first and last name. His name is Angel Sierra. Okay, and what was going on with him back on June 19th of 2021, as you can see right here. He had a very good credit score at 731. All right, but if you notice right here, it says accounts ever late. He just had, out of all the accounts that he had, just one. He had one late payment on. That's it, and it was just one late payment. So I'm going to show you which account it was. Okay, and it was with his Victoria's Secret, which is financed by Community Bank. And once again, date June 19, 2021, and his one late payment, which was marked as 30 days late, was done on April of 2020. Okay, so what both he and I did was, we contacted Community Bank. I think maybe I would say like June 20th. All right, and we asked them if they can kindly remove this late payment from his credit report. Now, unlike other credit enhancement or credit repair agencies or specialists, in which what they do is they maybe send out a letter to see if it's factually incorrect, which 99% of the time it's not. It's correct. Somebody missed a payment, and now it's marking as 30 or 60 or 90 days later or whatever. Okay, what has always worked with me, all right, and I think just works in general with life, is just admit that you did something wrong, you messed up, right? Angel was late for 1 month for over 30 days, and but what he did was, if you notice over here, he was on time for every single month after that. And if you take a look at this over here, on June 19th, his balance for this Victoria's Secret credit card was $165, and his credit limit was $750. His utilization was at 22%. So he has more of an opportunity, more of a chance to have Community Bank remove this late payment, because if he had, for example, a balance of $750, even $740, like anything like close to the 100%, like close to what the limit is, it's unlikely that he's going to have this request approved. All right, and in addition to that, as I mentioned, he was only late once, so it's not like he was a habitual offender. He wasn't late here and then here and then here and then 4 months straight. He was just late once. So when we called up together, he basically told Community Bank, look, I messed up. I'm one of your good customers. Okay, and he said it with pride. Okay, with boldness, right, that he's a good customer. He always pays on time. He was just late that one time. Especially in April 2020, what happened? There was coronavirus, right? So it wasn't in March when everything was closed down, March of 2020. So he had a difficult time paying it, but he made the payments after that. And so what Community Bank did was, and it just took one phone call. That's it. So I'm giving you, whoever's taking a look at this video, I'm giving you a wealth of information over here. He called up, and the person on the line said, all right, we will remove it. I mean, we had to wait just maybe about 5 minutes. He must have spoken with a manager or somebody, and they removed it within 5 minutes. So now let's skip to July 27th of 2021, and his credit score went up to 767. Hello? Hey Josh, I'm doing a video right now. All right, so, and his credit score went up to 767. So if you notice, it went from 731. What's up, Josh? Yep. Up to 767. That is a 36-point increase. Okay, within 30 days, and it took about 40 days for it to go up 36 points. Let me zoom in over here, and if you notice over here, accounts ever late, 0. So remember, a month before it said one account that was late, so now it's 0 accounts that are late. Okay, and if we scroll down over here to the next page, it shows the account history for his Victoria's Secret, And if you notice, in April 2020, you got the green dot, which means that he paid on time. So, mad respect to Community Bank. They did what they said that they were going to do, and they reported that it was not a late payment. All right. Now, once again, there's a reason why they did this. It's because Angel, called up once again, said, "Hey, it's my fault. I accept responsibility, and I messed up." All right. That being said, he humbly asked if that late payment would be removed, and they did it. All right. So now you see this credit score go up. And what I also want to show to you guys is what I did as well. So last year also, so you see my credit score here, which was a 777 back on September 21st of 2021. One late payment, and that was with a closed account. So I had already paid off my I forget which car it was, but it was with Capital One Auto. Okay. And this was already a closed account. As you can see, it says closed over here. All right. And let me see. Okay, I'm sorry, September 21st. I had a late payment on April 2019. Now, back in April 2019, I didn't have my accounts on automatic payment, so I missed this. I missed this payment, and it was the only payment I ever missed. And because of that, I have this now history of not being 100%, making my payments. So keep this in mind. So even though this account is closed, all right, I proved to Capital One that I was a good customer, right? Because I just missed this one payment, but every other payment you see, I made it. Okay, I made it faithfully. So when I called them up, and by the way, this just wasn't one phone call. It was just sending letters, sending faxes as well. And I think I did that about 10 times over a span of like 3 or 4 months. And then I finally got on the phone with somebody who then saw that I had submitted, all these letters and faxes, postal letters and faxes. And that individual transferred me to somebody else. And this individual, she was very nice, put me on hold and said, all right, we will remove this late payment. So then what happened was a month later, okay, so once again, 777 shoots up to 804. Okay, so that is about, what is it, 20, almost 30 points it goes up, right? So now you see over here, the date is October 6th of the credit report. Accounts are late 0. The new points now is 804. And this is the same account, which once again, this was already a closed account. So so Capital One had no reason whatsoever to help me out with this. But I called up and I said, look, I messed up. It's my fault. I accept the responsibility. I didn't blame it on anybody else. I didn't blame it on the man. I didn't blame it on what was going on in my life. I was late and I accept the responsibility, right? So as you can see over here, now this late payment has been removed. There's no green dot here as there was with Angel's profile, but because it was removed, I do not have a late payment on my profile anymore. And and it was reported. And once again, Capital One had no reason to report this whatsoever. But when you call people up, or in this case, if you call up this bank and you speak with somebody in a nice manner, then they are willing to work with you. I did not call, and I never had any intentions or even ideas of calling them up and say, hey, this is wrong, how dare you, I'm trying to rebuild my credit and this and that. No. I have found that in life that doesn't work. Just speak with people with respect, okay? Even though you don't know who the person on the other line is. So just wanted to share this with everybody because this is what my team and I do over here at our office. We help people, especially with these late payments. And I'm bringing this up because there are other credit repair and enhancement agencies who are really good at what they do, but they, in my opinion, all right, and this is, I guess, my way of convincing you to work with me, is that they always go for like the low-hanging fruit first, meaning that they'll try to remove inquiries, which does help out, but maybe it's like a 2 or 3 point increase that you'll get, and that really isn't I think that's the lowest what is it, like percentage of points that you can get, if you remove an inquiry or fixed inquiries. As you can see with late payments, it had significant, it was a significant increase in my points. So and then the client's points as well. All right, and there are many clients that we have done this with. Okay, and there are ways of doing it, and we are more than happy to help people out. Now, why would people want to go from a 777 to 804? Now I can request increase in lines of credit. I can do so many things. Angel over here was able to get more credit cards, get more lines of credit. He now owns a house as well. He bought a house back at the end of October of 2021. I don't think having a 731 credit score as opposed to 767 credit score makes a big difference. He would have gotten the same rate, but when you're, like, let's say at a 600, right, and you need a 30-point increase, right, so you could get closer to buying that home that you want, then it's going to make a lot of difference, right? And the other thing too is, think about it. How many late payments do you have? With Angel's case, he just had one. And it increased by 36 points. Imagine if you have 2 or 3 or 4, all of which can be removed. It's just a matter of working with the right individual, with the right team, which is what we have over here, right? We go for these difficult, these more difficult items that go into repairing credit. Okay, so last thing I wanted to end with, was a quote from one of my favorite presidents, John F. Kennedy, in which he gave a speech regarding space exploration. This speech was given over at Rice University. So I'm going to read here. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Okay, and I kind of like I like these words because in a way this is almost like a reflection of like how we do our work over here. So we choose to go to the moon, Kennedy said. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard, because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills, because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one which we intend to win, and the others too. Hey Janice, you want to be in the video?
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason why I'm reading this excerpt over here is because this is tough stuff that we do, but we are willing to do this. It's difficult to remove these late payments, but we do what we have to do. Okay, not because it's easy, but because it's hard, and also because we are skillful and it takes energy as well. And it's also something that we are not willing to postpone. As I mentioned, and just from my experience with other credit repair companies, and I know there's some really excellent ones there. Okay, what I find is that many others they leave the most difficult items to tackle, until the end. But who knows when the end is? It could be a year from now, a year and a half from now, 2 years from now, right? While they have you on these monthly payments, and before you know it, you've already paid $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and you don't have late payments removed. Okay, you just have inquiries removed on maybe just one report or another bureau, and which is not going to make too much of a difference. Right, so just keep that in mind. Call me anytime. The number is 908-432-2526, or call our toll-free number, which is 844-748-6746. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.